Welcome back this week. Slightly different on the YouTube channel. We're going to try and do something more interview style. So for interview number one, I don't know the exact working title of this. I'm thinking it's probably going to be called something like an interview with Dane Jackson. All the questions that you want to know the answer to, but no one else will ask. Or it could also be called an interview with Dane Jackson. All the questions that no one else had the balls to ask. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays out. Okay.
I feel like by the time they've already clicked on it, they're already aware of the situation.
Yeah. Well, you know, the title can be a working thing. Anyway, so Dane Jackson, most interviews we'd start with like an introduction of yourself. Yeah, but I'm so bored. I'm so bored of hearing the like Dane Jackson story.
Yeah, we get it.
I wrote it down in 5 points. I wrote your whole life in 5 points. Born into kayaking. Your dad is EJ, obviously like Jackson Kayak, he's like the dude. He's cool, I like him a lot. Lived in an RV and went kayaking.
Pretty much.
And you know,
nothing's changed in 20 years.
They started making kayaks for you, so yeah. 2011 was like the turning point year where you really started to like go from that little punk kid to like dominating everything. You started winning more medals and people were like, okay, cool, yeah, Dane Jackson, whatever. So in that time, you've done like first descents, 100-foot waterfalls, paddle all over the world, blah, 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 blah. You got arrested last year or the year before for the illegal descent of Cumberland.
Oh, I wasn't arrested instead of going to court. It's a big difference. I feel like that's a very, very...
But that was last year or the year before?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, and then in 2017, the wheels came off and you lost your world championship title in ICF freestyle competitions.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to pick up our interview questions.
Yeah, let's start there. Right? Where did everything go wrong?
So 2017 ICF freestyle kayak world championships. You're winning the competition, everything's going great, and then men's K1, the event everyone actually cares about, you lost to Catalonian Kim Fontenay Masso. Alright, best wrestling bitch face in kayaking.
Had one job.
Alright, so the question is, question number one. Is this the wake-up call that you need to finally start giving about ICF competitions? Or is this the catalyst that's going to make you do what everyone thinks should probably happen for this kind of competition and just quit because it's pointless and start fishing and big wave surfing?
I think that I lost that day. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to train every day for the next 2 years till the next world. I'm going to go surf some big waves on some waterfalls, have some fun, and we'll see what happens the next time it comes around.
So that's no to kayak fishing?
Yeah, I'm going to stay with that until maybe I'm old.
Because it's working out really well for EJ.
Yeah,
I think
maybe I'll just wait till I'm in my 50s and then.
I think we can all agree EJ is crushing it on the fishing game right now. Like,
yeah, should have started that sooner.
Like, but what if you start fishing now?
First I have to know how to fish.
Okay. We spoke about it in the intro, but you got arrested / went to court, whatever. I don't know the difference or care. Does that mean you're now a convicted felon? And as a follow-up question, have you considered joining a gang? And a follow-up question, which gang would you join if you...
Crips for life, of course. No, I'm not a convicted felon because they agreed for us to do community service, so it wouldn't go on our record. So yeah, that worked out really well for all of us.
So definitely Crips. That's the one you join.
100%.
Okay. All right. You are one part of the 4-part Send collective. Is that what you call it? A gang? Is that your gang?
Yeah, that is our gang.
Gang?
That is our gang.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and only 2 of them have buzz cuts, so shaved heads will come soon. And the tattoos will follow shortly after, I'm sure.
It's going to be so cute when you like matching haircuts.
Well, we all have long hair, now we're all short hair.
It's going to be solid for your boy band photo later
on. No, right now with the boy band, and then once we're not the nice boy band anymore, we'll switch to the gang visual.
Okay, so you're part of that 4-part gang, Send, that has organised 2 really successful Unleashed competitions. Now that those Unleashed competitions really like kind of picked up the torch from Whitewater Grand Prix, that was a great event, rest in peace. Something that we all miss. And you guys really picked up the torch, you're carrying it forwards. Now that Sickline has been postponed, probably indefinitely, is Send going to pick up the pick up the torch again to organize the event? And if they do, will they finally start making the qualifying on the actual Class 5 section of whitewater instead of that bullshit, like Class flat water with one challenging drop qualifying that currently exists in its present format?
I mean, first we got a long way to go with Unleashed, but we're definitely going to be doing races at some point. But for now, we got Unleashed to go. We're going to make that shit big, and then we'll start thinking about moving towards. I mean, someone's got to take care of Sickline. It's got to be done. Hopefully.
And I mean, hopefully they're going to like pick it up, and they're going to be like, we can make this more extreme.
Actually, have the section above the bridge. I mean, there's no reason not to.
And there's a couple of sieves up there. It's pretty rad.
Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Okay, speaking of Unleashed, where do you see that in 5 years?
I see that live streams, same media, just still holding the big as bad as whitewater, and just maybe like full bus support. Maybe you have like spectators that can travel around with the athletes, full bus support, send RV, all that fun stuff.
And how does a jumbotron fit into that?
Just have a blimp that has a jumbotron or a hot air balloon that just hovers over the event. Or
so
something.
can we quote this for you right now? Like Unleashed, 5 years time, jumbotron blimp.
Jumbotron blimp, yeah. Instead of the Goodyear blimp, it's a send blimp.
In 5 years time, if there's no send blimp with a jumbotron,
then you failed at it.
Is that
really, are you truly progressing kayaking?
Yeah, like
there's no
how much are
jumbotron?
you pushing it?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. That's why we make these goals now.
I just heard that during the North Fork race, 20,000 people drive past the event on the highway there. Like, I think a jumbotron blimp's not.
Well,
really
that would
out
just
of
distract you.
question.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just to fly by it at the bank. I mean, you can't miss it. You literally can't miss it. Hey, did you see that send blimp?
It's safer than driving anyway. Okay. Yeah. All right. In light of recent Instagram hysteria caused by homeboy Pat Keller about whether you should or should not wear a life jacket, I wanted to know, Dane Jackson,
life jackets for pussy.
Should you wear a life jacket? Do you wear a life jacket? And what are your thoughts on no spray skirt laps, which is something Evan Garcia brought up yesterday?
That was awesome. Well, of course, I wore a life jacket when I was surfing behind a wakeboard in the lake. Of course, you're gonna wear a life jacket. It feels weird without it. You never know what could happen. Of course, life jacket, 100%, no matter where you are. I don't think I've ever kayaked without a life jacket. And then, as for the no skirt, I mean, skirts are for pussies. I mean, if you're really doing kayaking right, your bow shouldn't get wet anyways.
Okay, so if you're a good kayaker, so I can expect to see...
if you have the life jacket, you'll float if you end up filling up with
So I can expect to see a video later this year, little white, 5'5", no skirt.
Well, I mean, if that's not progression, I don't know what is, but... It's a hell of a challenge.
Is that
I mean, if I just put, I'd have a half skirt. I'd have a half skirt, just cover the back and then leave the front open. I feel like that would be pretty, I think it would work great.
Did you know this German company, Lettmann, used to make a half skirt for red kayaks that just covered the front?
Yeah. Yeah, that
like
was,
a reverse one.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Like
Maybe I'll cut one of your old skirts off and then in half and then just cut on the back.
It's not
an idea.
So you just mentioned it, but a lot of basically all my non-kayaker friends recently have reposted a Rebel video of you surfing a wave behind two wake boats.
Yeah.
And I think all the whitewater kayakers I know will agree that it's like
annoying,
stupid, pointless.
No, I've been called out on it a lot.
It's a complete waste of time.
I gained a lot of haters, more haters than fans.
But I think it's one of the most watched videos that you've ever been in.
Definitely.
And it brings a lot of visibility to kayaking. Yeah. Should more kayakers be looking to do more stunts like this and like Benny and Rush in the ditch, in Lions Bay? Should we, as kayakers, be doing more stupid, possibly dangerous stuff to increase the visibility of the sport, or should we just be whitewater kayaking?
I mean, to be honest, what do you watch more? Do you watch people going for the double backflips on motocross, or like jumping on top of historical buildings, like with Robbie Renner, versus the head-to-head? I mean, stupid stuff always gets the views. It's like, it's how it's going to be. I mean, when you look at it, you're like, wow, that's incredible. And then you follow up by looking into motocross more. Like, if it brings you the attention, you're going to look into it more. But unfortunately, yes, it's funny how no one gives a shit about 120-foot waterfalls. It's all about stupid, unorthodox things. But at least unlike the ditch, the wake boat actually shows freestyle kayaking.
So will
And the
you
amount of views are retarded.
will you be trying to do more stupid stuff and less whitewater kayaking for the rest of this year?
Probably, I mean, clearly that's what gets the views.
That's
Man.
what
It's all
people
about
wanna
social
see.
media. It's all about social media these days, and clearly the 100-foot waterfall thing isn't working out. Whereas I don't have to risk myself near as much when I go surf on wake boats. I'm thinking 2 yachts. That's the next progression. The wave would be even bigger. First, I'd have to find some yachts, but 2 yachts next to each other, that would be like in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The
like you
wave,
said,
the wave could be like huge.
it's not an idea.
Yeah, the wave could be huge. Who knows what could happen?
Okay, not too many people know that you're actually a rapper in your spare time. Do you see this as your future? Like EJ's gone to fishing. Are you going to be moving on to rapping as your next career? Like once you have to retire from kayaking?
Well, hopefully that won't be my career. Well, hopefully I'll have to retire from kayaking for that to be my real career. But no, who knows what could happen. I mean, Rush has got an album. I can only hope that one day I will too.
Yeah, but
First I have to learn
Rush is
that.
sick.
Yeah, but Rush
Like,
is
what have you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, Rush actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah, like
He's actually got talent.
you're just like hopelessly flailing.
Yeah.
You know, like bitching about your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of people say you're an excellent kayaker.
They do?
Well, some. Okay, we'll start the question again. Some people say you're an
people,
excellent
yeah.
kayaker.
Your mom said that.
But
That's
they
it.
all say that you're not good at talking to girls in bars. So if I was a girl in a bar, what would you say to me to try and pick me up?
Well, first I'd have to be able to hear you and make a conversation. That's the tough part. It's like, if I say something, then I might not be able to hear you, so I just skip it. Just say, hey, let's go. Let's get out of here.
So right away you're using that like I'm deaf as a crutch. Like before we go anywhere, you're like I don't have any clever lines because I can't hear any clever responses.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's why you've got no game. That's
No, it's,
is that really the message you want to want to push out to all your like
no, of course
deaf
not.
athletic friends? Like
No, of course not. That's the question.
no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. So what line?
Why would I do that?
What would you say? If you had
it's
to
hard.
beat-
It's hard to beat the high. What's your name? So it's can't beat that. There's no. They've heard the other lines a million times, but I feel like chivalry is not dead. It's all about the classics. It's like, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
It's true, like spoken like a true Tennessee man.
True
Just-
Yeah.
All right.
From Tennessee, because you're only 10 out of 7.
I think that would have been a strong one.
Yeah.
You can maybe consider that as a
That is,
future follow up.
Maybe that's what'll change my game a little. Maybe stupid line, because I'm not doing stupid lines. That's why I have no game. Who knows?
For the third time this interview, I'd say it's not an idea. Okay, last thing then, quick fire round. Just say what comes into your head. Gin or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Big waves or small holes?
Big waves.
Creeks or rivers?
Creeps.
Very well. Sports car or big truck?
Big shot.
How many Red Bulls do you drink before you get diarrhea?
Oh, I don't think that's from Red Bull.
Really, Dane?
Probably take about 4 in. You're probably going to be feeling a little something coming on.
Okay, and that's all we've got time for. So this has been all the questions that you wanted to know the answer to, but no one else would ask. Maybe they wouldn't ask them for a reason. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit like, subscribe, write in the comments. We'll try and find some more pro kayakers to ask the questions that no one else will ask. And if you didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments too. Like, this is a stupid waste of my time. I wish I never
Thumbs down.
clicked on
Don't forget the
this.
thumbs down on this video.
You know, I wish I never clicked on this video, and that's okay too. Just let me know your feedback. This is a kind of a trial run. If it works out, great. If not,
It'd probably just be better with anyone other than me.
I didn't want to say that to your face, but since you've brought it up,
Yeah.
yes, this
At
would
least-
have been.
You just had to. I was a running round because I landed in London, trapped in New York. You're like, oh, I'll bring him in for a test run.
Yeah, you're more like this is the cost you have to pay to stay in my
Yeah,
house.
like this is like the whatever that dude was before the first Hulk. The first guy to play Hulk just didn't work out, and then finally
That's 'cause
went through
he's-
trial area and made it to the right people.
Yeah, they didn't have a good luck with
No.
Hulk.
No.
Yeah, you're nothing like Hulk.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why the next person is gonna be like the perfect one.
Yeah, like the next pro kayaker I have.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kidding. You don't know any other ones.
All right.